Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a pregnancy update, and if you guys would like to hear it, then continue to watch. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been over 2 months since I've uploaded a update video on my pregnancy. This pregnancy got me really tired. So today is Monday and I turned 25 weeks pregnant, which I am in my 6th month. I can't believe I have 15 more weeks to go. I wish I did these more, but just with the pregnancy has me feeling really tired. So I want to start off from because I was supposed to come do this and then I just forgot and didn't update on my 14 weeks pregnancy. So I'm just going to go real quick over that, and I have my notes so I don't get off track or anything. So first I'm going to start off on May 19th. I was 14 weeks pregnant and I was using the restroom, and I was wiping and I saw blood and saw it from the front, and I freaked out, and I thought I was having a miscarriage, and went to the ER. And when I got there, we had to go pick up my daughter, and then Chai dropped me off, and I was explaining to the doctor what happened, and I said there's bleeding and when I wipe, and he said, it sounds like a possible miscarriage of what I was explaining. He took me to a room off to the side where they have like those really cheap, or not cheap but fuzzy monitor, and he couldn't find a heartbeat on that. I was told that there's no heartbeat, that he can't find it. And to tell you, I was sick. We had a cold. My daughter brought it. I think she got it from school, because this time we weren't going. I believe she got it from school and then brought it home to us. And I was sick and with a little cold. I went in there. They asked if I had a cold or anything, or COVID, and it wasn't. And so they took me back to that room, and they said there was no heartbeat. They couldn't find one. And so the doctor had to call and explain to Chai what was going on, that he couldn't find a heartbeat, and we're just possibly we're going through a miscarriage. And we were crying, and he told us that that things happen for a reason. And I was just crying, and I thought I was getting discharged, because they wanted to do some blood work before I went home. And so after that, I was told, you're possibly having a miscarriage. So I went to go get my blood drawn, and I was told I was going home because there's nothing else they could do. I asked if we could do a ultrasound, and that goes in through the vagina, and I was told I couldn't do it because the doctor said there at really no point, there's nothing they could do if they couldn't find the baby's heartbeat. I've been crying and kind of just frustrated before I had to take my blood. I was like, when am I going home? Because I just wanted to go home, because I was told I was having a miscarriage, and the lady's like, oh, you're not leaving anytime soon, you're gonna get your blood drawn, because they wanted me to come back to see about the levels, if they were going higher or lower. They explained it. They told me that I wasn't going home, and I was gonna do the ultrasound. So I waited all I remember was from 7 all the way till 12 in the morning for that ultrasound. And I got in, and the lady told me that she can't tell me anything what was going on. She just did the exam up, and I didn't really hear anything, because she said she couldn't tell me anything. And by then it was 1 o'clock, almost 1, when we were getting finished. And I went back downstairs, and I waited till 1:30, and I just got tired of waiting in the morning. And the lady's like, oh, you're getting discharged. And I was so confused. I was but I didn't hear anything back. The doctor didn't tell me what was going on, and I guess everything was fine. That's what they told me. And I asked if I could see a doctor before I left, but they were going on lunch. But they basically said that they found a heartbeat, And I was relieved, and I, called Chai and let him know. And they were discharging me like around 1:30. And so Chai came and picked me up, and what they wanted me to do was come back the next day or two, and we waited 2 days to go back. And they wanted to just look at the blood work I did and do an update. I can't remember what it was, but I went back 2 days later, and they didn't even, the people didn't even go do that test. Because I was supposed to go back and get a test done again, my blood drawn. And they just called me back and told me everything was fine. And the lady put me in the same room where they were trying to find a heartbeat, and the heartbeat was there, and that was pretty much it. Follow up on the 21st. And then by then I said I was sick. So by May 25th, a couple days later, well, when I went back for that follow-up, they checked my ear and they told me that it was an infection. So they gave me some ear drops, and a couple days later I had to go back because it was getting worse to where my head, like I couldn't move my head was hurting. So what happened was, when I mentioned I was sick, I blew my nose really hard and I popped my eardrum. The time I went in was the 25th, and that was I had to go back to the ER because I couldn't get into my doctor. It was basically a first come first serve, and I just didn't want to be waiting there all day. So I was like, let's just go back to the ER. He said it gets done pretty fast. So we went back, and I told them, I have a little cough. And so they sent me out like to the parking lot where you had to like do a COVID test before you go back up in there. So I went out there and took a COVID test, and that all came out negative. So I didn't have COVID Delta. So I knew I had a cold. So they did that, and the guy's like, yeah, you have an ear infection. And I had to take antibiotics. And so that cleared up after that, I don't know, days or a week after I took them. And that was the last time I went back to the ER. So I just wanted to update you guys on that. And then from May 25th to July 21st, I was 21 weeks pregnant, and I was feeling dizzy, lightheaded. And I was like, there's something wrong with me. I have to have diabetes or something, because I posted in a group and they're like, go get it tested. You might have diabetes, low iron. So my doctor let me go in, and they told me that I was going to do, he goes, oh, you're a week early. Let's just do your diabetes test. So I had to go back the next day. And by then I was 21 weeks pregnant. I went back and did the diabetes test, and a week later I got my results. The doctor was able to call me and tell me everything was fine. The diabetes test where you drink that stuff, that orange stuff, it came back fine. My irons were good. The only thing that was not concerning, but I have high blood pressure. So all this time I was thinking, I was like, oh, sick with diabetes. It was just because of the heat and being really overweight and just like doing too much on my body. So I'm just glad everything's fine. All the test results came back good. So yeah, and that was 21 weeks pregnant. Came back good. And now today is Monday. Every Monday I turn a new week, and I turned 21 weeks, which I started feeling the baby kick around 21 weeks. And he's just gotten more with the kicking, stronger. We're having a boy, and the dizziness went away. And we believe that was because of the heat and stuff like that during the summer. And now I'm able to walk my daughter to school in the morning without like having like light bleeding or spotting. It's light spotting. I haven't had that since I started walking my daughter to school, and I haven't felt dizzy. So that's the update now. I am 25 weeks pregnant. Everything is going good. I feel him kicking so much. Checked, I only have 15 more weeks to go. So this pregnancy, like what I've learned being overweight, is my next pregnancy, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't want to be pregnant while overweight, just, you know, because of the health complications that it could bring, which I'm glad that I don't have any right now, just, you know, because I feel dizzy and stuff. So I'm just really happy and thankful that I don't have anything wrong with me. The baby's healthy. He's right on point with his weight. So yeah, that's pretty much it on my pregnancy update. I will be coming back probably every like 2, or maybe after I visit my doctor, because I have one coming up September 20th, I believe, and that will be my next update. I'll do with you guys. So everything's good. My pregnancy is doing good. 15 more weeks to go until we have our baby. So I hope you guys enjoyed my pregnancy update, and if you guys like these type of videos, hit the like button, and thank you guys so much for the support, and I will see you guys on my next pregnancy update.